evening, folks. I'm hoping that the stream is going to hold up. I know I say this absolutely every time I start a new stream, but it's become such a tradition of late that things do not go as planned, and I keep getting disconnected and these sort of things. And I feel a fear that it's kind of a curse that accompanies me every time. So, simply continuing our playthrough of Baten Kaitos. As planned. Yeah, I haven't played at all off stream, contrary to what I had planned to do. But I figured I don't really need any grinding right now, so I didn't feel any need to play off stream either. As a result, and well, I have to play other games anyway for review at the moment, so that keeps me busy enough as it is. Travelers, let me give you some advice. Don't think of flying to Diadem with your own wings. We all have wings, but it's impossible for us to fly from island to island. I thought that they didn't have any wings anymore. It may be because our hearts have grown weaker and our wings have followed. Anyway, if you want to go to Diadem, Land of the Clouds, you should take the liner. We're standing right beside it. But it's not leaving now. Diadem, that's the name of that beautiful place I wanted to show Marzi the other day. For the beautiful pink clouds and the like. I think I didn't explore much. Was mostly going for the safe point last time. My sister serves as a maid in the Lord's Mansion. She says that. Well, I shouldn't be telling you this, but our Lord can boss maids around when it comes to Imperial soldiers, all he can do is lick their boots. I shouldn't possibly tell strangers something so shameful. Well, I think we're about to find out anyway. A fence prevents you from reaching the flames. Ah. So you can't capture these into a Magnus. I thought I could capture the essence of that water, but I couldn't. I can't go there. Hey mister, you won't find anything of interest in here. There is no reason for you to keep hanging around. Why don't you just go away? Ah yeah, that's because this is a place I'm not supposed to be going to straight away. Hey Tom! How's it going? What do you think of the picture on the wall over there? It's of my wife. Pretty nice, isn't it? She always calls me a good-for-nothing husband, so I bought it in hopes that she'll love me more. What is it? Ah, yeah. That painting? Is this thing even working, by the way? Ah, yeah. Okay. Nothing more. Kitchenware is so well polished you can see your face in it. Can I pick up these flames? Yep, I can. I'm good, thank you. Just had dinner. I'm filled, a bit drowsy as a result also, but I'm fine. Hey, I'm hiding in the clouds. It's the guy I wanted to talk to. It doesn't look like my cloud girl will heal fully enough to be able to fly again. There's also a rumor that the Empire is trying to invade our nation. My cloud girl, the Empire, man, oh man, I've got to do something, but I don't know what. Problems. A weak flame? That's not the same as the one I already have, I think. Stoked flame. Wait. How do I release one of these? Nope. I like this. Because I think for certain purposes you need a weaker flame, and for some others you need the soaked flame instead. Yeah. It's probably best to keep both. They seem to use this area as a kitchen. Poor quality handmade containers line the tabletop. A hammer and some nails are among the household tools that have been left scattered about. The owner of this house is not the tidiest of persons. I wonder what's in here, huh? What are these? Ugly decorations, poorly done paintings. Looks like there's nothing but junk in these drawers. I think there was like a porn magazine or something that you could pick up from one of these, and I think, yeah, it's that piece of furniture that the woman is standing in front of. Huh? The athletic physique, the stormy good looks. You look exactly how I used to look when I was younger. I can't believe we're not related. Say, what would you say to doing this old man a small favor? What's in it for me? We're not gonna waste our time helping this guy out, right, C3? Well, it's one of the biggest overarching side quests in the game, so you kinda have to do it for completion. Okay, maybe I'll help you. Go ahead and tell me what you want. So you'll do it for me? Thank you, young'un. I've been sensing that my number is almost up. If I'm going to die, I want to die surrounded by my children and grandchildren. To get to the chase, I want you to find members of my family for me and make my dying wish come true. Of course, I'm willing to reward you for your help. Let's see, what should I give you? I know what. Once a certain number of family members have returned to my house, I'll reward your efforts with some magnets. Some of the magnets I have are quite rare. I think you need those for completion as well, because I think he give you some exclusive cards at some point. Oh, I got a little too excited there and my blood pressure shot up. Let me catch my breath for a second. Yeah, so basically you have to go around the game and speak to every person who is wearing a bracelet that is a symbol of being part of that old man's family. It's his wife, I think, the one right next to him. I'm sorry if he asked you to do him a strange favor. My husband's always been like that. I know it might be extra trouble for you, but this might be his final wish. Please have a heart and help him out. Looks like he took one of his deep breaths again. He seems fine now. Please listen to what he has to say. Yeah, okay. Okay. Inhale, exhale. Whoosh. Inhale, exhale. Whoosh. Inhale, exhale. Whoosh. Phew, I'm alright now. Here, take this. It's my family tree. You've obtained the family tree. Wait a minute. Let me put my name on the family tree for you. Kuzman. Yeah, that's his name. And then you have to fill it with basically every member of his family is still alive. Yeah, there's 30 random NPCs that you have to spot in the game. I know it's a bit odd, but all of my family members wear a bracelet. Anyone wearing a bracelet is likely to be one of my family members. Show them the family tree and have them record their names in it. How about you start off with my wife, Tamiya, standing over there. All you need to do is show her the family tree and ask her to sign it. Let's go and do this then. I overheard your conversation. Thank you for offering to help my husband. Will you hand me the family tree? Just watch me sign it. I'm sure you'll understand how to use it from then on. Yeah, you have to pick it up in that list and then show it to her. That's right, I'm Tamiya. I'll sign my name for you now. And so he got 4 children with this wife alone. Yeah, so he is 100 years old and his wife is 55. Kuzman's 5th and current wife looks much younger than her actual age. There, that should do it. Now that I've shown you how, it should be a snap, right? Whenever you open the family tree, you can see how many people have signed. If you have a hard time finding someone, don't worry, their parents or siblings may have helpful information. Yeah, I've encountered a few already, but some of them won't sign the family tree until you do certain side quests and the like. It's not such an easy task as just walking up to these characters and just speaking to them, unfortunately. It'll be so fun if a lot of people show up. I can hardly wait. Yeah, by the end of the side quest, this place is crowded with family members. Yeah, if I go out and just go back in. I know she hasn't moved. Ah, okay, because I wanted to search the drawers there. Oh, you've already promised to help him. You must have a lot of free time helping out dirty old Kuzma. Or Kuzman, I have no idea how it's pronounced, so I just pronounce it however I think it must be pronounced. Yes, straight ahead is the mayor's mansion, but I can't go in there for now. Yeah, makes sense, right? Palolo Sansei. Palolo the third. He's the chief of a gang of children, and in the prequel in Baten Kaitos Origins you see Palolo the First, I think. If memory serves right, because it's been a long while. Hint, hint. You have to seek his help to sneak inside the mansion, obviously. The woman looks a bit like the one from the painting, doesn't she? What's that kid's name? Palolo, was it? Do you know of any place where I might find him? It's by the well. It's this place that the kid was blocking the entrance to earlier. Why are you asking me? I'm not his mother, you know. To tell you the truth, I don't actually know much about him. Let me think. I do know of one house he hasn't broken into yet. If you keep an eye on it, you might be able to catch him doing something mischievous in there. And where's this house exactly? It's on the right-hand side of the entrance to the city across from the tavern. Isn't it the one where her painting is? Oh, that kid. I'd watch the house myself if I didn't have to cook dinner. Okay, well, let's go then. Sounds like a pretty poor strategy to find the kid. To just, like, stand there and just wait for him to do something wrong, but well. Oh, no, actually, no. Every, like, middle-aged woman NPC in the game looks like that, so, yeah, it might not have been the same woman. Well, I think I could capture a flower in there, right? Pristine water. The flowers are alive. The dewdrops on the leaves shine in the sunlight. Looks like we can trap the magna essence of the nameless flower. You want it, RDC3? Yeah, and it transforms into a dried flower over time, I think. which is required for a certain quest, but with such limited space I can't just like keep these essences lying around for the whole game. I have to cast them away every now and then. That's funny, I could have sworn he came in here. Hey, Ni-chan. To get vengeance for my grandfather and brother, I want to save Shella. What is he most likely to respond to? He may have seen her being carried on side by the soldiers, and I'm pretty sure he must not like the soldiers very much. Whereas I don't suppose he would react very positively to this. So let's pick this one instead. Uh-oh, yeah, that's not good. That's going to affect their relationship. No, that wasn't the right answer. Yeah, I always think about these things from the perspective of the NPCs responding to it, but I have to keep in mind that it's more the relationship between the protagonist and his guardian spirit that I had to watch out for, because it's going to affect how he fights later on in the game. Oh yeah, he wants to collect Nunki spider webs or something? A rainbow spider's web. Bring me one and I'll tell you the secret. And they are found in Nunki Valley, I think. Yep, they're really rare, you know. I'm probably the only one who has 4 of them. Pretty cool, huh? Mendoku. Might be on that spot on the riverbank where I thought I was going to find something just yesterday, but there was nothing there, and I said, yeah, maybe it's later on. This might be it, actually. Try looking around the river outside the city, you'll find one if you're lucky. If I'm lucky, huh? I guess I don't have a choice. Let's get this over with. I'll be in my hideout. If you find the web ticket there, I'll tell the boys you'll be coming. Well, good luck, man. And with that, he's gone. I have to go back to the forest then, I guess. No choice. I could sit on that map for hours just listening to the music because it's so relaxing. It was in the way. There was nothing I could do. There's nothing else I can do. Is it enough? No, it's not dead. Almost though. Unless you protect with a water elemental shield, it's not going to do much. Plus 100%. The problem I have with these, like flame swords and ice swords, is that they revert back to regular ones over time. They're otherwise pretty strong, but you can't really keep them in the long run. That's all. Well, I know the ice ones. The ice spell on them wears off after a while, but maybe not the flame ones. I can't remember now. It's been too long. I have a choice. I have to use this one. You don't get many RPGs with violin in the battle in the main battle theme. I like this one for that. Eight, 7, 6. That's a nice one. Ice armor, that's a good one too. Let's perhaps upgrade the deck now. Now that I found a few better shields and the like. Defense 10, defense 15, defense 23. Yeah, I should remove these. Use the armor instead. Shit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've got a few more. 15. 10. Yeah, there we go. Like this. Yeah, this one I should swap around as well. So I'm better protected against hits from the enemies. I've got one healing item, one escape item, one camera. Longsword. Longsword. I think this is another one of these. The spell on which just wore off or something. Yeah, the ice daggers revert back to short swords. And I think the flame swords revert back to long swords. Let's see what it says. A mere short sword imbued with flames from a blacksmith's forge. A simple graze with this weapon can set the target ablaze, though the enchantment on the blade itself tends to be short-lived. Yeah, that's it. But it says it's short swords instead. But there is oh yeah, these are short swords then, I guess. Yeah, I guess they do look the same. Kinda. Well, whatever. I will remove a few of those weaker ones, if I can. Yeah, this one is a number 4. I'll swap it around for another number 4. This one is a number 2. Well, I can swap this one for this one. Not a bad idea. Saber, I can swap around for this. That is pretty cool and old school. I love it. What exactly are you referring to? The game in general or the mechanics? Well, it's a shame actually. I always wanted them to do more Baten Kaitos games, but after 2 on the Gamecube, they never really bothered to go back to it. Despite, like Mush was saying on the stream just last night, apparently there is one music track from one of these games that is in Smash Brothers Brawl, or is it the one on the Wii U maybe or something? So they haven't completely forgotten about it. The elemental swords, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely old school, yeah, that's for sure, yeah. I have to pay attention not to use, like, opposing elements in the same combo, though. That's kind of a problem that I have with my deck right now. But since they are way stronger than the regular ones that I already have in my inventory, well, I don't have much choice. I'd like to see... Yeah. Wait, what? Spirit number. Having enchants that drop and leave the old weapon. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think it's mostly these weaker weapons that you find early on in the game that acts like that. Maybe those that you find later on have like permanent spells. I know the light and dark elementals never wear off. Well, as far as I can remember, because it's been quite a long time since I played this game, so... Well, I wanted to sort them by number, but apparently you can't really do that. You only sort them and put like the same number. Yeah. It's not a very useful option. Because I want to have pretty much the same amount of each number in my deck, so it has to better be able to chain them. Old school RPGs tend to use that system with charges or similar, and I love that. Yeah, I mean, it's a system that makes sense at any rate. I think it's a very logical thing to have, so it's a shame you don't get that more often. Definitely. Number 8, number 8. I have a lot of number 2s, and that's not necessarily a useful thing to have. I only have one number 1. My deck isn't really optimized right now. And I don't really have to put back a weaker one in there just so I can do straights and that sort of thing. So I will not concern myself too much with that right now, because my options are more limited. Ah yeah, there it is. It's one of these spiders that I have to fight, I think. Alright, let me through. Alright. It makes a ladder noise as you go up and down, despite there not being a ladder there. It's more like rock. A rocky surface that you hold on to. I'd like to take a picture of it before it's gone, if possible. Hardening wax. Defense increase, yeah. I'm not going to escape, so I will discard this one. I'm not sure if it's a boss or like a major enemy. Oh, the wind element is efficient against it. Ah, 2, 3, 4. That works. And the fire element is even more efficient. Plus 50%. Though with such low damage numbers, it doesn't make much difference in the greater scheme of things now, early on in the game. It's especially later on that things start getting a lot more interesting in that regard. Ah, I saw the camera coming up. Yeah, I used fire and water in the same combo. That's not good. I think it's showing signs of weakness. Yep. It's staggering. A few more hits. Hey! What's that again? Yeah, it's a random finisher that can, under certain circumstances, pop up in your deck, like at random, like this. But I don't really remember how that happens, though. 130 experience points, that's good. Hey, dual sword, yeah, that's a good one. It's pretty strong, it's neutral, it doesn't have any element to it, that's good. You've obtained a valuable item, Rainbow Spider's Web. Yeah. Maybe thresholds or something. I think it's something to do with how often they appear as something to do with the level of trust between the protagonist and his guardian spirit, I think. That's why when picking up dialogue options when addressing NPCs, I should pay attention not to upset Callus, I mean the protagonist, because if I upset him too often, it will like lower the level of trust between the two of them, and then these special ultra strong finisher Magnuses won't pop up as often in my deck. They will still appear, but it won't be as frequent. I have to use fire against fire. Yeah, that didn't do much, expectedly. And that didn't do much, conversely. Because I defended with the correct element. Yeah, whatever. Use the finisher move simply because it's pretty to look at. That's it. Flame mail. That reminds me. Yeah, I have to use this one. Oh, it's number 4 again. I keep getting number 4s. which is not very useful to me. See how many I have? That's not an ideal situation. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ideally, I should remove one of these, but then it's amongst the strongest of swords that I have access to right now, so well, whatever. I should have removed the number 2 actually, because I already have so many of them to begin as it is. Yeah, there we go. It's better that way. Oh yeah, the flame mail I should put in my deck as well. Okay. Okay. Is he by the well? Or do I have to... Wait a minute, wait a minute. Hey, you're Pololo's friend, aren't you? I don't know much about friend, but well... Can't tell because you look pretty violent and not too bright. That's just what Pololo told me you looked like. If you're his friend, you're allowed to enter. That little... I wonder what else that punk is saying about me. Pilulu, you want to talk with Pololo instead of me, don't you? You can't find Pololo over there. Or you want to hear some advice gleaned from my experience? Well, we're DC3, what should we ask about? Ah, she teaches you about... about fighting. Oh well. I don't need any advice on that front. We snuck into the house you see on your right, on the main street. That was really fun. Our boss... really has what it takes. The lady living there must have freaked, teehee. Yup, this is it, right on. Sugoi! See this well here, there's a secret passage at the bottom. Can't remember if it's an extra dungeon or something, or if you're, or if it's just a shortcut that just takes you straight inside the mansion as you enter it. As ready as I'll ever be. Yosh, iko! As far as I can tell, at least the English translation is pretty close to the Japanese original text. That wasn't very much the case in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I guess, well, unless you can understand Japanese, most people won't be able to tell the difference. The Lord's Mansion. Is he going to come out of the fountain? That doesn't make any sense. That hole is so tiny. I cut his dialogue short. Let's find our way up to the ship. Yeah, because I want to have a good relationship with him, I'm going to pick the first one. But we're going to be trying to find Shella inside, obviously. Yeah, that was the right answer to pick. I think you're not allowed to go there without rescuing her anyway. It's part of the plot, so. Oh, you can get back out as well. Okay. Oh. That's not what I want to do now. Bye bye. Come to think of it, I forgot to visit the church after my trip to Nunki Valley. See if I could level up my character. Yeah, see? It's another one of those random finishers. Sainto Babalu? Saint Bubble? That's the name of the attack in Japanese. Oh yeah, that one I can't select at the beginning of a combo. There has to be one or two more cards already used before. Oh well. Holy Bubble, I guess. Yeah. He said Sainto Babalu. Yeah, that's for Shella, I think. That piece of equipment that I found. We've obtained the Magnus Chainmail. You've obtained a valuable item. Guest room key. I should have checked that chest in the corner. But I think he's going... I think he's going to hide behind the couch. Yep.
お目当てのものはどうにか手に入れることができたらしい。ほっとしたよ。連中がしくじった。それこそこちらがどんなとばっちりを食っていた。
誠にその通りで。それでロドルフォ様、
勝利は任せる。好きにしろだとさ。いい気なもんだ。ジャコモと言ったか。たかだか兵隊の分際でこの私に指図する気か。あの娘、どうやら連中から何かしら盗み出していたらしいな。バカな娘だ。帝国相手にそんな真似をしてただで済むと思っていたのか。皇帝の怒りに触れただけで組が飛んでもおかしくないのだぞ。どんな宝を夢見ていたのか知らないが。
しかし別に森から莫大なお宝を掘り出してきたという様子でもありませんでしたな。宝でないとすると、わざわざ事前に調査隊までよこして連中は月魂の森で何を。何も起こらなければよいのですが、あの森は昔からいろいろとその曰くがありますからな。
例の古い言い伝えか。呪われた魔物が封じられているとかいう。くだらん。連中が何をやろうとしているのかなどわしは知らんよ。お前も下手なことには首を突っ込まぬ方があの娘のようになりたくなければ。娘は今
あのまま客室に閉じ込めてあります。
Which is very convenient since I just picked up the key to that place.
連中にかなり痛めつけられたようで。
明日にでも始末してしまえ。今度のことはさっさと終わらせて全て忘れてしまうのが一番だ。
承知いたしました。
ゴルドバは間もなく出港する。少数の帝国兵が駐留するらしいが、それもわずかな間だろう。これでまた以前と変わらぬ暮らしに戻れるよ。こちらに火の粉が降りかからなかっただけまだマシだったと。おっと、そろそろ時間か。ゴルドバを見送りに行かねばな。
Now the moment too soon too because he can't stand them.
せいぜい名残を惜しんでやろうでは。
Oh really? I thought he wanted them gone. Because he has to lick their boots or something.
ゴルドバってのはあの戦艦のことだな。どうやらもうすぐ動き出すようだ。
Yeah, you know that the right thing to say would be to pick the second one, but let's pick the first one.
ああ、そうだな。ジャコモを捕まえるのが先だ。行こうぜ。
We want to be on his good side. Yeah, that's for her, that's not for him. Yeah, that's not where she is. Stagnant water. Yeah, I can't remember if this type of water has any use whatsoever anywhere in the game, so unless you wanted to poison someone. Oh, thank God. Glad I'm getting out of here. Thanks for saving me. My name is Aljimo, by the way. I came from Samurai to buy some goods, just for a little fun. I went gambling, but I ended up losing big time. When I told the gamblers I couldn't pay up, a gang of shady thugs showed up, and next thing I know, I'm locked up in this room. Man, it was quite an ordeal. Sometimes you just have bad luck, I guess. I'll win big next time. That's the kind of guy who didn't learn his lesson the first time around. Shadow Wings. Ah, yeah, that's his level 2 finisher move, I think. Which I think you can only use as a third card in a combo. It cannot come any earlier than that, I think. 20. Yeah, let's use this instead. And then... yeah, combo 3 it says. Yeah. It has to be in a combo of 3 cards, and it has to be at the end. And that's the first card in the game that you get which has 2 numbers on them, because you can pick whichever number is the most convenient to you in your combo, either 4 or 6, by selecting the card with the right joystick. You just point in the direction of the number, and it's that number that's going to get picked up. I should remove one of these. Yeah, this one, for example. I should probably... I think there is a point in the game where you have to bring back certain animals to a zoo or something, and I think this is one of them, so I should write down where I found it, because I think that's useful for one certain side quest. Koa monkey. Fur cat. Mayor Mansion. Mayor's Mansion. Right. Because I'm not going to be able to remember them all. I think there's quite a few of them. How dare he imprison such a cute young girl? I hope you can rescue her. What? Because if she wasn't cute, then it wouldn't matter that much that she's incarcerated. It's not a very nice thing to say. Truth? I have a 4, 5, 6 combo coming up. 4, 5, 6. That's gonna hurt. One hit kill. How does the combo system work? Well, you deal more damage if you can line up numbered cards like in order. Like if I can line them up like 3, 4, 5, for example, I have an extra percentage of damage that is added in the total of damage dealt to the enemy at the end of the combo. And it can work the other way around as well. You can do straights like in a decreasing order, like 6, 5, 4, for example, or you can group together cards of the same number, like say 3 cards with the number 4 or 3 cards with the number 3 and that sort of thing. And then it takes into account in the damage calculation the elements as well. Like a fire elemental deals a certain amount of damage that is neutral and a certain amount of damage that is based on that element. and if he is resistant to it or not, well, the neutral type of damage is not going to get reduced, but you can get a bonus or like damage being discounted from the total if it's not the right element to use on that enemy. 4, 3. And you have to pay attention not to mix together cards of opposing elements in the same combo. For example, if I had used an ice element and a fire element in the same combo just here, the elemental part of the damage dealt by both cards would have been like put opposed to each other. Like if it was 19 fire and 16 ice elemental, then it would only 3 fire element damage would have remained of the mix of the two being in the same combo. If that makes sense. I know I'm perhaps not explaining it as good as I could, but hey, I did well in checking that thing up. It cancels out, yeah. The opposing elements in the same combo cancel out each other, yeah. Uh-oh. I'm almost dead. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go, let's go! Yeah, see here, I did 2, 3, 4, so it's a 3 straight. It's a flush in a poker lingo, shall we say, and that's a plus 28%, for example. Please don't kill me. Oh yeah, you can take a picture of yourself as well, I think. Yeah, see here, for example, I used an ice shield and a fire shield, so the elemental part of defense of both shields, like 14 fire for the fire shield and 17 ice for the ice shield, cancelled out each other, and only 3 points of water elemental like defense remained after the calculation. Is that it? Yeah. And that water part was opposed to the fire elemental attacks of the enemy, so the offense of the enemy was 6 fire and 29 neutral, and the water part of my defense cancelled out like 3 of the 6 points of offense on the fire element. That's how it works. Oh, I should heal after this battle. I would like to do it now, but yeah, see here, I have the 4, 5, and 6 cards in the combo, but since they are not in the right order, it's not going to give me any bonus whatsoever. You seem to have time to do things, or is it completely turn-based? It is turn-based right now, because I'm early on in the game, but later on you have a timer, and that timer grows shorter and shorter as you progress through the game. Like here, they give you all the time in the world that you want. Oh yeah, when it's the enemy's turn to attack, it is always time-based, because the enemy is not going to wait for you to make your selection. But when it's your attacking turn, well, it's purely turn-based early on, but you get a timer later on. I will show right afterwards. There is a timer, actually. It's already there, but it shows an infinite symbol right now, because I'm early on in the game. I should heal straight away before I forget. Yeah, let's do this. It's not giving me much. So yeah, it is turn-based with combat timers. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Alright, that should do it. Oh, here she is. I thought she was a bit further to the right.
おいシラ、大丈夫か？
カラス、来てくれたの。
待ってろ、今外してやる。
She has her arms tied behind her back. It was kind of hard to tell from the low resolution of the graphics.
大丈夫か？
お願い、少し待って。
Yeah, please wait a moment, she says.
ミーマイ、あなたも一緒だったのね。ありがとう。心配しないで。
心配しないで。 It's good to be able to stretch your wings.
これでかなり楽になったわ。ありがとう、カラス。ミーマイもね。ありがとう。
ミーマイ、お前シェラを助けるために俺にくっついてきたんだな。まったく。
Talk about a free ride. Yeah, he's been carrying it on his back the whole time.
おい、帝国の奴ら何を狙ってやがるんだ。あの輝くマグナスは一体何だったんだ。
その話は後で。
I should update her deck with the most recent Magnuses I found, which are for her personal use.
協力して。
Is it going to affect the relationship in this case or not? I would think not. So I'm going to go ahead and say this.
それじゃ早速奴らを追いかけましょう。
ああ、わかったよ。それじゃ一緒に行こうぜ、シェラ。
ミーマイ、あなたはどうする？カラスと行く？私と行く？
With her, of course. I like the character portrayed like that. It's so cute.
現金なやつだな。よし、それじゃ行こうぜ。
Shrike statue. I think this is one that is used to upgrade our class, so she can make bigger combos, just like Callas, I think. Oh well, I didn't even get to check her deck. Yeah, see on the right-hand side of the screen, just under Shella's HP, you get this infinite symbol. That's your turn timer, but right now it's not counting down because I'm still early on. Okay, so well, she is still stuck at class 1, so she can only pick 2 cards. So yeah, let's pick these. I don't think the fire element is going to do much against these guys. Yeah, minus 20% against these guys. I can do 4, 5, 6, but not on the one that is already weakened. I'm going to take full advantage of it and strike on the one that I can take completely out with just one single hit. Since the other one is weaker, that way I can just finish the other one off in one fell swoop on her next turn. So, water, light, dark, and neutral. So you get water opposed to fire, you get light opposed to dark, And you get, well, that's the one that I don't get very much. Wind against time. There is a time element in this game. And yeah, there's wind and time. Yeah, there's those two that, well, you haven't seen them much yet, I guess. Yeah, let's have a look at her deck. I have, I think, a few. Yeah, see the green one here, Chronos Blow is a time element. And Wind Blow is a wind element, obviously. So there you have, there you have them. Why not Earth or Lightning? But okay, yeah, I know. But, well, that's what they went with. Well, this one is a level 2. And as much as possible in a herd deck, I would like to avoid mixing opposing elements too much. Because she's mainly a magic user and there are no neutral magic. There is no neutral magic as far as I can remember. Everything she does basically is element based as far as dealing damage to enemies. So it's more important than ever to not have opposing elements in her deck. Yeah, I think she'll be fine like that. As far as defense goes, it's not so important because she has some neutral like shields and pieces of armor. But because she uses magic for the most part, yeah, you don't want to have too many clashing cards in your deck. At least that's my personal preference, and I found that it works better in general. Well, she could use a small knife, for example, for dealing damage, but it's not nearly as efficient as her magic, so... Yeah, there is no stat for magic such as wisdom or anything of the sort, so... Yeah, it's her attack stat that is taken into account. Oh yeah, but she's still level 1. Can't I level her up before the next boss? I would like to, but I think the safe flower in this place is a... Oh no, it's a blue one. I thought it was going to be an orange one. Let's visit the church. Just wants constancy over max possible burst. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer it that way. Because the draw from your deck is completely random, so you have to be lucky for if you have like opposing elements in your deck, then you have to be lucky, and it's completely RNG. This is the battle system in this game, more so in this one than in the prequel that came after it, is very, very RNG based. So you want to avoid relying on RNG too much. Especially against certain bosses later on in the game, because there are certain boss battles that are quite nasty along the way. And this game is renowned for that. So I know Link would not agree with me for saying that, because he prefers this one over the prequel. But, well, the prequel is RNG plays a smaller role in it. So it's true that most of your attacks is like not, shall we say, it's all like generic cards in your deck in the prequel. It's not like named swords and with a magnificent design and a beautiful drawing of the sword and that sort of thing in the prequel. No, it's much more generic than that. But as far as the flow of the battle goes and how much you can influence the battle with your actions instead of relying on RNG, the prequel is better on that front, and I prefer it that way. But I still like to play the first game anyway. I mean, both games are equally as interesting as far as the plot goes and that sort of thing. Oh yeah, let's class up Shella. Oh no, I don't want information, I want to actually class up. Card games are all about consistency. Well, I prefer personally relying on consistency, yeah. Yeah, she must be able to level up quite a bit, right? Oh yeah, 5 levels. Yeah, you don't want to go face the boss before doing that. And I have to revise her deck now, because there are a few empty spaces in her deck and you don't want that. Yeah, but I don't really have many offensive spells as of right now. Well, I could put another voice one, but it's a number 1 just like the one I already have, so... Empty spaces do? Well, they do nothing in battle. You just pick from empty... when it draws from your deck, it draws cards that just say blank or pass or something like that. And I think it ends your combo if you put one in your combo. It just ends it right here and there, so you don't want any empty spaces at all. It's better if you don't put any of those. Ah, shit. Yes, you do. It reshuffles your deck once you run out of cards in your deck. It says so. It shows the amount of remaining Magnuses or cards in your deck at the bottom right of the screen during battle. Yeah, I think someone in this kitchen wants some cheese for later on, or something like that. Give me a break. Since the Empire came to this mansion, I've had to prepare all their meals, and of course we have to pay for everything. World famous Empire. I don't know what they're up to, but I just want them to leave. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? I can't believe I forgot to buy the Lord's favorite yogurt. It'll kill me. Oh no, it's yogurt that she wants. And you have to keep milk in your inventory, and it will like ferment over time and just transform into yogurt. Yeah, I think I mentioned that yesterday actually. That's weird. Where could it be? Are we out of cheese? Oh no, she wants cheese. Special homemade tomato sauce. The flavor won't be complete without some cheese. You don't happen to have any by chance, do you? No, I don't. Because it didn't want to let me pick any milk in the village. Or can you from one of these jars? No. Yeah, a lot of the cards that you get in this game change. Their nature changes over time. And as Link reminded me just yesterday, there is one in the game that you have to keep in your inventory for 250 hours for it to change and evolve towards its like final form, which is completely insane. And I never bothered to do it because I had missed some of the some of the types of cards that you can only get at a certain point in the story, so I could not get a 100% complete collection of every type of cards in the game, so I never bothered to do that quest. Yeah, this woman has something to do with the family tree side quest, but she won't inscribe her name on the family tree until you give her some cheese. So it's like I said, that side quest is not easy because there are some like side prerequisites to complete it every time. Do I have to fight these, or do I have to find the mechanism that will open the way?
大丈夫。ここに連れてこられた時に開けるところを見たわ。
Ah, yeah, that's why you can't fight Giacomo until you save her.
あった。ほら、ゾウのお腹のところにスイッチがあるでしょ。二人。
ああ、これか。
ええ、カラスはそっちをお願いね。
You could just pass Hunter as well.
行くわよ。せーの。
よし、上へ急ごう。
I thought say no always meant something like heave ho or something. I guess it depends on the context. Let's save again, just to be sure. Oh yeah, the enemy's deck reshuffle as well, by the way. Now that I think about it, now that I think back to it. Oh no, the ship is leaving.
遅かったか。
Giacomo is leaving.
お前たちは
Omaitachi wa. Oh yeah, but they have wings after all. Oh, I hope it's not one of those boss battles against Giacomo and his two sidekicks already. Because these are pretty nasty, pretty hard. Oh no, it's against him alone. Oh, it might be the super cool battle music if it's against him.
やはりお前だったか、小僧。
じゃあこうも探したぜ、じいちゃんとフィーの仇。貴様は今ここで地獄へ行け。
Ah yeah, this is it. Yeah, see the amount of remaining cards in my deck are displayed at the bottom right. Ah yeah, but now you can't see.
犠牲だけなんてかっこ悪いわよ。
あの世で後悔するんだな。危険、賭け羽。
Yeah, there was no use in using that fire elemental defensive Magnus right there, since he is fire elemental anyway. Ah yeah, he attacks twice. Oh yeah, and by the way, you can do straights and that sort of thing inside your defensive turn as well. When defending from an attack, you can get the same bonuses that you can get on your attacks, you can get them on your defensive turn as well. I know fire isn't going to do much, but well, the neutral part of the damage still counts. I heal now? Nah, just keep it for later. Oh yeah, see. 555. It's a good opportunity to deal some extra damage. Especially since the elements line up well with what he's weak towards. Yeah, plus 21% and plus 30% for both of these elements. Okay, 3. Ah, shit. Fuck! I don't even know why I keep this Escape Magnus in my inventory, because I never escape any battle anyway. Oh yeah, you can do things like 2 pairs, for example, from the moment that you can use more than 3 cards. Yeah, I'll heal, just to get rid of these Magnuses in my hand. Because they're taking up space. I leave them in their inventory because she's kind of the healer of the group. Oh yeah, see? This is another one such example of a Magnus evolving into something. The young bamboo, which is something that is edible and which is something that you can use to replenish your health, has evolved into a young bamboo, which is now a weapon, basically, because the bamboo has grown. So it turned into something that I can use for offense. But the problem is, now with Callus, I think he doesn't have anything to heal anymore because of this. So I'm gonna have to watch out for this. Oh. Well, it's not going to do a straight or anything, but it's weak against water, so I want to use this. Saito Babalu! Hey, that dealt a lot. Didn't want to pass up that opportunity. Oh, she's gonna hurt. Yeah, 90. Ouch. Oh, I should take a picture of that guy now that I think about it. When my next turn comes. Although you get more than one opportunity to take a picture of that boss. Because you face him more than once. Shuffling the deck. Ah, well. Ah, no, the camera is gone now. Oh yeah, and when your deck is reshuffled, you don't get to attack. You lose an attacking turn, basically. That sucks. Should I heal now? Well, Callus could use the heal, but I should perhaps wait for a turn where I have more than one such Magnus, so I can heal better. Is he anywhere near dying? He's not showing any signs of weakness, is he? I don't have any number 3! You know what? I'm going to take that last hit, just to get the minus 20-something% of damage reduction at the end. And when is he going to reshuffle his own deck, by the way? Because I haven't seen him doing so far. Yeah, discard one. I think I saw some bananas in there, so next time it's her turn, I will heal Callas. Oh, but the battle is over already. I didn't get to take his picture, but there will be other opportunities later on. That's enough for today. The Emperor is expecting me.
ゲルドブレイム皇帝がお待ちかねでな。失われた前代の神の遺産を。
Sparkle of Life. Ah, yeah, it's a level 2 finisher move for Shella. Yeah, that guard just standing over there and just looking at them. But there was a chest right there. I wanted that chest. Oh, am I going to be allowed to flee towards that second area that has this beautiful art? Is it already that point in the game? I love Diadem. It's a beautiful place. Don't let them escape! Oh no, they're not escaping the how should I say, the floating continent yet. Cartoonish humor. I know they're not leaving yet then. Wait, what? They were just leaving town. So how are they near the well now?
とりあえずここなら大丈夫そうだな。
ゲルドブレイム皇帝はどうやら呪われた古の力を。
それがあの森で呪われた神とかなんとかって言ってたやつなのか。
ええ、マルペルシュロ、呪われた邪神。その力は先の世界を破滅に導いたと言われている。あなたはマルペルシュロについて何か聞いたことある？カラス。
いや、特に何も。
そう。私は帝都でゲルドブレイムが極秘で何か危険な計画を進めていると知っていろいろと調べていたの。そして計画の大事な鍵となるらしい例のペンダントを盗んで逃げ出したのよ。あの森に何か恐ろしいものが眠っているということまではなんとかつかめたんだけど、それがまさかマルペルシュロの力だったなんて。お願い、協力してカラス。なんとかして皇帝の陰謀を暴いて彼の計画を阻止しないと。もし本当にマルペルシュロがこの世界は終わりを迎えるわ。
Sorry, sometimes I'm skipping some of their lines of dialogue, but I don't mean to. It's just sometimes I think they're done talking and they just keep on going.
私一人の力ではどうしようもない。ねえ、お願いカラス。
断る。帝国が何をやらかそうが、世界がどうなろうが、そんなこと俺の知ったことじゃない。
It's because it's part of the fact that sometimes their line of dialogue are tied to one window of text in Japanese, but what they're saying is translated into two windows of text in English. So,
帝国相手にどうしようって言うんだ。シェラ、お前一人で。
それは。
Yeah, she doesn't have a plan.
冗談じゃない。一緒に死んでくれる仲間を探してるっていうのなら他を当たってくれ。
Your anti-hero.
俺は帝国に喧嘩を売って無駄死にする気はない。なあ、お前もそう思うだろ。
Yeah, I'll go with him. Because I don't want to upset him.
だろ。お前もそう思うよな。
この世界がどうなってもいいというの？
そうは言ってない。ただ差し当たって俺には関係ないってことだ。
They are very talkative.
ま、好きにすればいいさ。お前はお前の道を行けよ、シラ。
There is something, by the way, about the background, the background that you can see in the text window. You can see that there is some sort of image, but I will explain what it is later on. I mean, after they're done talking. I have some unfinished business to take care of. By the way, if I were you, I'd leave the island, this island, as soon as possible. Chances are you've already earned yourself a spot on the Empire's most wanted list.
お前はじゃなくて私たちはでしょ。それにカラス、あなたの仇っていうあのジャコモって男も帝国の人間じゃないの？
それとこれとは話が違う。俺はジャコモを追ってるんであって帝国全体を敵に回してるわけじゃない。いくら俺でもそこまでバカじゃない。じゃあな、シェラ。縁があったらまた会おうぜ。
Well, at least he's not the kind of guy which usually in JRPG is what you see, who just like can't say no to a woman. He's just in it for the revenge, and he's in it for that alone.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Although you know that in JRPG fashion is going to help her in the end.
あなたもこの国を離れるんだから、どうせそこまでは一緒でしょ。
Okay, can I show it here? Yeah, can you see? Maybe it will be more apparent. Yeah, you can see here there is this image that you can see in the background. Actually, the game keeps in memory an image of the last battle that you fought, and it does so at all times. So you can see a faint image of your last battle in the background of every text box at any time in the game, which is something that you don't usually see, but well, they chose to do it in this case. I always thought that was original. Yeah, Chaotic Dance, that's the name of that music track that I like. Yeah, that's neat. In true JRPG fashion, the girl instantly loves him and he ignores her till the end. Yeah, that's it, yeah, basically. Oh yeah, I should heal, by the way. Heal, save my game before I move on to the next chapter of the game, so to speak. Rest your wings. I'm going to sell my stuff. It's the pictures mostly that I want to sell. A youthful profile of callous eyes, constantly seeking the enemy. Pictures of monsters fetch good prices, but normal portraits such as these are considered of little value. Nah, I won't spoil anything. There is something about these. There is one portrait of one playable character that is very valuable, but I won't say which one. I will put her finisher inside her deck. Before I forget. Yeah, all of our defensive items are basically number 4. Yeah, I'll remove this one. And I'll put 2 tie elements instead of 1 wind. Yeah, that way. Now our deck is a bit more offensive. I mean, offensive. That's not what I want to say. No, offense-oriented. That's what I want to say. Geared towards offense, attack. Visit the church. Can't level up. Callus can. Don't they have any items that they can equip? Better ones? Not at the moment, apparently. Or can't I buy those from that shop that's right there? I should check very quickly. Hey, some light elements. Stuff right there. Okay. Yeah, I should spend that money. On these, maybe not. These are always useful. Yeah, the reason it is very offensive, it says a lot of racist things. Yeah, what was I going to say now? Yeah, the reason they're selling you eating items that you already have is that fruits and meat and that sort of healing items, they rot over time. Bananas included. They're like not ripe yet when they start out, so you can use them as like attack items basically. Then you can heal yourself with them, and then you can use them to poison the enemy. In that order. They go from non-edible to edible and to non-edible again.
ディアデム行き定期船まもなく出港いたします。
急ぎましょう、カラス。
いたぞ。こっちだ、急げ。
Raise the anchor, we're leaving.
見つかったか。
走りましょう。
Yeah, because the liner is leaving even though the soldiers have requested that it doesn't. Obviously, way too few games use that these days. Yeah. I don't think I've ever played a game, any other game that does that, to be frank. I can't remember any other game that does that. Well, this one and the second one, the prequel, both do that. Nashira, this place has beautiful scenery. This particular spot in particular.
なあ、ちょっと聞きたいんだが。
帝国へ行きたいなら城下町へ行くんだな。町なら大きな港がある。このナシラと行き来があるのはフェルカドの商人の小舟ぐらいなもんだよ。
そうか。わかった。ありがとう。私
も王様に会いに城へ行くから、 もうしばらくは一緒に行動するってことになるわね。でもその前にねえカラス、ちょっと村によって何かいいアイテムでもないか見ていきましょう。
ああ、そうだな。
I know quite a few survival games that use aging of items, but not a lot outside of that. A few roguelikes, but those tend to have a lot of space for weird mechanics. Yeah, usually, yeah, that's true. I don't know many roguelike that rely heavily on storytelling to be fun. As a matter of fact, it's usually more about the mechanics more than anything else in those games. Travelers of late, most of them are just here for transit. They usually head right to Sheliak. As you can see, there aren't any tourist attractions here, but please make yourselves at home. I am going to get my third playable character in this place. I'm Kuzman's daughter, Mei Moon. My father is in critical condition. Okay, I'll go back to my hometown right away. So do I just sign the family tree? Yep. Please. If you will. It is hard to make a randomized story work. Well, yeah, that's why I was saying, yeah. I had one on the Gamecube, with well randomized dungeons and the like. What was the title again? Evolution Worlds was the title. It was a sort of a condensed version of two separate Dreamcast games into one Gamecube game. It was average at best, but I liked the game well enough. The character design was pretty cute. Evolution Worlds. Yeah, look at this. This place in the game with the moving clouds and the glowing lights, it's just beautiful. But BOI and Crypt of the Necrodancer do it decently. BOI. What is that? BOI. That rings a bell, but I can't remember what that stands for. But randomized dungeons and roguelikes are two different things. Diablo and Torchlight have totally random dungeons but tell a great story. Ah yeah, okay, fair enough. The Binding of Isaac. Ah yeah, obviously. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have trouble getting into roguelikes myself, so I tend to stay away from those. Ah, here comes Liud.
あの人が着ている服、もしかして。
ああ、ここからじゃよく見えないが、帝国の軍服みたいだな。あそこに止まってるのも、多分帝国製のボートだ。
He's just an ambassador, he's not a soldier. He fights using trumpets.
あれは竜道のセールボートだよ。帝国製の最新式さ、一括だろ。
おい、その竜道ってのは帝国の人間なのか？
そうだよ。帝国から来た偉い大使様なんだ。すげえだろ。
Ambassador.
やはり帝国の人間か。
You love them.
まさか
To
俺
each
た
his
ちを
own,
追って
I
この
guess.
村へ来たなんて。
ええ、いくらなんでも早すぎる。でも気をつけた方がいいわね。
なんだ？兄ちゃんたち悪人
Ah, I cut his dialogue short
違
again.
う違う、そんなことはないぞ。ただ帝国の怖いおじさんたちがちょっと苦手なだけだ。
ま、兄ちゃんはともかくそっちの姉ちゃんは悪い人には見えないしね。気をつけていきなよ。
え、 しょう、カラス。
I'm surprised there wasn't a snarky remark from Callas on this last line. I seem to be one of the few people that actually like hardcore game modes and permadeath a lot. I have no problem with permadeath per se, because I love the Fire Emblem games, and permadeath is like a defining trait of these games. Well, maybe not so much in most recent entries because they put casual mode in there, but I never play on casual Fire Emblem games. It takes away all the fun, in my opinion. No, let's not go here straight away. It's been too long since there's been a proper home console version of Fire Emblem 2, because I'd love to play through one of those and stream it. Oh, I don't have enough money. It is quite expensive after all, yeah. Honey. Permadeath in Fire Emblem is worked out really well. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm already out of money. I think I'll have to grind at some point. I think in between this stream and the next I will have to do some grinding off stream. To have an easier time for the next stream. How long am I be streaming, by the way? Yeah, I'm going to stream maybe another half hour or so. I don't have to rest my wings. I did so before I left the previous place, so I don't have to here. Yeah, let's speak to Liud, by the way.
Oh yeah? 皆さんはこの村の方ではないようですね。旅の方ですか?
He's like the super kind type of character, which most people from the Empire aren't.
そうですか。私はこの村のものではありませんが、どうぞゆっくりしていってください。
He's a pacifist.
この村はとても良いところですから。私も都の大使館を離れて、ここで過ごすことが多いんですよ。華やかな都より、こちらの村の方が性に合うんです。
大使館、やはり。あなたは帝国の。
ええ、帝国の大使、リュウドと言います。でも、特務大使なんて名ばかり。体のいい厄介払いですよ。昔から我が国とディアデムとの関係はそう友好的なものではありません。現在だって国家間の交流なんてないに等しいと言っていいくらいですから。初めの頃は村の人にスパイじゃないかと疑われたくらいですよ。それにそもそも帝国の人間は他国の人のことなど気にも留めちゃいません。まあそんなわけで感触なんですよ、実際。
They're looking at one another. Like they don't really know what to make of this character. Which makes sense at this point in the story. This is Sir Liud's boat. He said he came by boat because the river was flooded, so he couldn't come on foot. This boat is only for Sir Liud. It's only a one-man boat, so he won't let me get on with it. Get on it with him. Hey, it's too calm. The sea of clouds looks much better when it's stormy. Fish flock to the surface when the rain is pouring and the wind is roaring. If the sea stays calm like this, fishermen like me won't be able to make a living. That makes sense in the real world. What? If you have nothing to say, just go away and make sure you don't touch my boat. Strangers always bring bad luck. It's been like that for ages. Landing you on my boat is totally out of the question. I don't even want you near it. Our catch is bad enough, even without your bad luck. Your presence would only make it worse. Yeah, there is something very odd about, well, I think, but this is only me, I think there might be some ties between the story of this game and of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because it's a land covered mostly in clouds. There's a cloud sea, and you have these flying creatures carrying people over the cloud sea, and they live on floating continents. So, well, I don't know. It's very similar in the basic idea. I wonder if maybe there are some like hidden ties between the plots of both games, or maybe it's just that the same people worked on it, so they have mostly the same ideas, I guess. I guess it makes sense that there are some ideas being shared. Hey, there's something hidden there. No, I don't want to. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be the case. Because, I mean, Magnuses don't exist in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and blades and drivers, the way they... And blades and drivers, the way they exist in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, don't exist at all in the world of Baten Kaitos either. So, I don't know. Yeah, and people that don't have wings either in the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so... But there could be a time difference. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 goes into a lot of depth into how the world they inhabit came to exist and that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't want to spoil too much because this is very late game stuff. So I will say no more. Within the ocean, an enormous fish called a whale would roam about freely. Yeah, and see, this idea of the giant whale, in this case, is very similar to the idea of titans in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So that also makes me think that there might be a link, but I just don't know how deep it would go. Yeah, I remember this now.
その時クジラもごくりと人飲みにされてしまいました。覚えておき。悪い神様の名はマルペルシュロ。その後、自分が飲み干した海で溺れて死んでしまったとさ。けれどクジラはいつも私たちと一緒にいます。
Or the makers of Xenoblade just had a really good look at this game. Well, it's the same people, so well, maybe not quite. I think the plot of this game, of Baten Kaitos and the prequel, was written, if I remember correctly, by Masato Kato, who wrote the plot for Chrono Trigger, among other things. Whereas the plot of Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I think, was written by Tetsuya Takahashi himself, the producer. Or he had a hand in the writing of the plot with someone else, I think. I think it's completely different people, but most of the development was, like, well, it's made by the same studio, at any rate. But the scenario writer of Baten Kaitos is not from that studio. He is a freelance writer. As a matter of fact, a lot of the development team for this game well, Monolith Soft is made up mostly of former Squaresoft employees who left Square in the late 1990s or early 2000s, I think. And, well, they developed Xenogears for the PlayStation 1, I know, and I think part of their team developed Chrono Cross as well, and there are a lot of, like, aesthetic similarities between Baten Kaitos and Chrono Cross in the drawing. I mean, the art is very similar. Except for the background art, is what I should say. Not so much the character designs. The character designs are very different. Can find nothing those yet. Chests.
気をつけましょう。
なあばあさん、そんな占いより今の話。悪い神様マルペルシュロが海を飲み干したって。
悪い神様 A evil god?
ただの昔話さ。詳しいことは私も知らないよ。
チェ。さ
あ、それでは王の城へ急ぎましょう。
Yeah, it was the background story time. My mommy, my daddy, and my grandpa died a year ago, so I have to protect my grandma now. Don't you think I'm great? Hehe. Time flies. It's already been a year since I started living with him. When I went fishing with my husband, the weather turned treacherous and I lost my son and daughter-in-law. I thought about going after them, but I still had him, so I couldn't risk my life and leave him behind. You've obtained a Magnus feathered hat. It might be a... Wait, what is it? Oh, it is a defensive item for Sheila, for her deck. You know, young man, that fellow Liud is an Imperial spy. Yeah, so he thinks. Grandpa, what are you saying? Sir Liud is a great person. You say bad things about him just because he's from the Empire. Exactly. Shut up. He's a spy. If spy is not the right word, then he's a secret agent. Or an informer. They're all the same. Oh, sorry for making you watch this silly drama. There are a lot of people in my grandpa's generation who think badly of the Empire. That's why he's saying the ambassador to the Empire, Sir Liud, is a spy. Yeah. I like Liud. Even if he is not the most useful character in battle. Well, I remember him dying very easily at any rate. Or maybe I just wasn't playing him the right way, I don't know. And he has only neutral, dark, and light elements weapons, I think? Can't quite remember. Some characters are tied to certain elements as far as the cards that they can equip. The Empire already came to Sadal Sud. I heard an Imperial ship was in Furcad. That means they may come to this nation soon. Well, whatever happens, I don't really care. But the old folks don't like the Empire very much. To be honest, our generation doesn't worry too much about those kinds of things. Can't even pronounce right anymore. Oh, what a handsome young man, so much different from the men in this village. Make yourself at home, cutie. Oh no. Please leave me alone. King Ladican of Castle Helnath used to be called the White Flame. He did a lot of reckless things in his youth, but he's matured a great deal and has become a great king. If I was a little younger, I would definitely try to get to know him better. Whether business in this world is good or bad, it makes no difference whatsoever. How am I supposed to profess my love to my dear? Oh no, I'm not confident at all. Oh, my apples have matured into mountain apple wine. Yeah, that's going to be useful down the line, I think. And my flowers have dried and turned into pressed flowers now.
いらっしゃい。
いらっしゃいませ。
あら、あんたたち見ない顔ね。私はこの酒場の女将、アナって言うんだ。よろしくね。定期船で来たのかしら？
ああ、そうだよ。
それじゃサダルスードから来たんだね。遠いところからようこそ。まあ何もない村だけど、ゆっくりしてってね。
いや、ゆっくりってわけにもいかないんだ。この国の都にちょっと急ぎの用事があってね。
あら、そうなの。だったら随分と間が悪い時に来ちゃったね、あんたたち。知ってるかもしれないけど、商店街っていう川が溢れてて、都への道は通れなくなってるのよ。珍しいこともあるもんだよ。商店街の氾濫なんてそうそうお目にかかれるもんじゃないんだけどね。
道が通れないなら船は？次の都への定期便はいつ出るのかな？
残念だけど都への定期便は出てないのよ。漁師の誰かに頼んで乗せてってもらうしかないんだけど、ちょっと難しいかもね。ここの漁師はよそ者を船に乗せるのを嫌がるし。
Yeah, as I witnessed in the harbor. In the harbor, sorry.
近頃は不良続きでみんな苛立ってるからね。
誰か私たちを乗せて行ってくれそうな人に心当たりはないでしょうか。できるだけ早く都に行かなくてはならないんです。少しぐらいならお礼もできるのですが。
あんたたちそんなに急ぎのようなの？そうだね。
ギバリ。
ならギバリに頼んでみたらどうだい？あの人なら引き受けてくれるかもね。
ギバリ？その人はどこに？
今日はまだ顔を見せてないけど、じきに現れると思うわよ。しばらくしてからまた店に来てみて。それとも一杯やって待ってる？
いや、そいつは遠慮しとく。わかった。それじゃあまた後で寄るよ。
Yeah, because we're poor and we can't even buy ourselves drinks.
なんだお前たち、ギバリを探してるのか？あいつに何の用だ？
ああ、ちょっと都まで乗せてってもらおうと思ってさ。あんたは？
俺はレブリスってんだ。村の漁師たちのまとめ役みたいなもんさ。残念だったな。この村にはよそ者を乗せるような船はないぜ。
おやめよ、旅の人に絡むのは。
け、誰が絡んでるって？
It's their fault that we're not catching any fish. They're bad luck.
ただでさえこのところ不良続きだってのに、ナギがどっぷり腰を落ち着けちまって、ニッチもサッチもいかねえ。これでさらに奴によそ者なんか船に乗せられた日には余計魚に嫌われちまわ。この村の人間は昔からそういうことはきっちりしてるんだ。それがギバリの野郎だけは迷信だと鼻で笑ってちっとも気にしやしね
え。That's his cue. Now he's coming, right?
一人でやりたいようにやって本人はいい気なもんなんだろうが、周りはいい迷惑なんだよ。そうだろうみんな。
おい、
そうだそうだ
そうだ。
お前たちも都なんか行かずに乗ってきた船で引き返しちゃどうだ？いな。
なんだと？
それが嫌なら商店街が静まって道が通れるようになるまでのんびり待つんだな。
レブリスの言う通りだ。よそ者は引っ返すかじっとしてろってんだ。
俺はギバリと話をしに来たんだ。お前たちの船に乗せてくれと頼んでるわけじゃない。
Good answer.
わからねえらしいな。こっちが下手に出ておとなしく言い聞かせてやろうと思えば。
Here comes Kibari, right now.
待ちなって。
Yeah, figures.
どうやらその連中は俺の客らしいじゃないか。ギバリ。 何か俺に言いたいことがあるならいつだって話は聞くぜ、レブリス。
The character designs are a bit unconventional for RPGs of this time. It's not like anime-like much.
勘弁してやってくれ。みんなここんとこの不良と凪でイライラしてやがるんだ。
ああ、気にしちゃいない。あんたがギバリか。
I can't remember who
そうだ。
the character designer is for this game.
都まで船で乗せて行ってほしい。
It reminds me a bit of Magna Carta, but
シェリアクまで？ああ、雲の道は今通れねえからな。
お願いします。できるだけ早く城へ行かなくてはならないのです。
何やら訳ありみたいだな。ちょうどいい。なあお前たち、ちょっと俺に手を貸さないか。商店街の様子を見に行こうぜ。ちょいと気になってたんだ。どうして商店街が荒れてるのか。村の連中は怖がってあそこへは行きたがらねえしな。
俺たちだけでか。
ああ、何心配するなって。3人もいりゃなんとかなるだろうよ。
yeah, that guy is a wall. I wouldn't worry too much about anything having him around.
そっちのお嬢ちゃんもそこらの野郎なんかよりよっぽど頼りになると見たが、どうだい？
どうだい？
どこまで期待に応えられるかわかりませんが、
He's got this sort
全
of
力を尽くします。
should I say, countryside accent to his way of talking in Japanese. Countryman.
気に入ったぜ。
Which didn't
そうなくちゃ。
translate very well into the
ああ。
English voice acting, so I guess
も
that's
し行ってみて
one part where it's
俺たち
lacking.
だけじゃどうにもできねえってことになったら、そん時はちゃんと船で送ってやるから
But
心
then
配
again,
す
the
るな。
Japanese language lends itself much better to getting some accents across that tell you of what a person is like or where they come from.
そうか。よし。じゃあ引き受けるとするか。
何一人でブツブツ言ってんだ？
独り言じゃない。俺はこいつと精霊と話してたんだよ。
Yeah, to me.
精霊付きか。別の世界の命が宿るっていう。た
Yes.
だの言い伝えじゃなかったのか。
信じる信じないはあんたの勝手さ。そんなことは俺にはどうでもいい。さあ、行くんだろう、商店街へ。俺はカラスだ。
私はシェラ。
The stream slowed down for a little bit. Other than that, it's more stable than it was last night, that's for sure.
よし、よろしく頼むぜ、カラス、シェラ。で、その精霊ってのは。
Yeah, obviously there's no voiced line for my name.
変わった名だな。それじゃあ、あんたもよろしくな。さあ、騒動決まれば港へ行こうぜ。俺の船で商店街まで案内する。
Shella said she could hear me, but this guy I don't know if he hears anything. Yeah, it's not his ear rings, by the way, these big rings that he has around his ears. Which I thought for the longest time, but no, it's more part of his, like, kind of circlet around his head. Okay, let's save. Yeah, I think I'll stop here because the next part is kinda hard and I'm going to take advantage of the next section to farm a few levels, farm for money and for Magnuses and that sort of thing. So I will stop the stream here for tonight. I think, yeah, dividing up the story into chunks of 2 hours like this is it's already pretty long parts as it is. So I will leave you guys to it. Have a good evening. I hope you enjoyed, and if you don't want to miss any further streams, if you've been lurking out there, just please follow, and I will see you again next time. Bye guys. Bye Tom.